Hey everybody, I wanted to show you how to make a dynamic reverb. And we're going to use a track by an artist named Solomon. The song is called Guess I'm Doing Fine. It is up for sale, so I'm going to have a link here for you guys to go buy it if you like it and you want it. So I mixed this track earlier this year, and this dynamic reverb on a vocal is something that I use quite a bit. I would say, half or more than half of the time on a vocal on like a pop or dance or even like a hip hop track. So let me first show you kind of what people normally do. So check it out here on my verse AT track. This is my main track. I've got, a bunch of processing on here, tape, de-essing, compressing, all that stuff. But then I've got my sends. Typically you will use a send for a reverb. So I've just got a reverb send on my main track. So the track, again, with all of the compression and processing on it. And that doesn't sound bad. So let me just play it for you and you can hear how the normal way people do it sounds.
The tides to turn till I learn to leave the past behind.
All right, now I'm going to play the dynamic reverb. So what I've actually done is I've created another track, basically duplicated the original track, removed all of the plugins, and kept the reverb send. I added just a little auto tune on here and a de-esser and an EQ to roll off the highs, but that's not a big deal. So now this track, this V2FX or Vox2FX track, you'll see it's not feeding to my main mix, right? There's no output there. It's only going to the reverb. So let me mute the reverb on this verse AT track. And you'll hear now this uncompressed vocal is sending it to the reverb. So when the singer is louder, during his natural moments of extra presence, there's more reverb on those little shining little moments. So take a listen. You'll really notice it here in the pre-hook on this loud word right there in the middle.
I can't hear the songs they sing. The tides to turn till I learn to leave the past behind.
Okay, now I know they probably don't sound all that different right off the bat, but let's go through and really listen to, like, this pre-hook is where it really pops out and where you really notice the effect and the subtleness of the effect. So again, when I play this, I'm going to A-B these again. Really listen to the way that the quiet words come up and feel a lot more present. They don't feel drowned out by reverb when we use this dynamic reverb. That's what I'm calling this, a dynamic reverb. So this uncompressed send to the reverb.
Just wait the tides to turn till I learn to leave the past behind.
And now with the regular send.
And I just wait the tides to turn till I learn to leave the past behind.
So that doesn't sound bad, but it's just kind of, monotone. It's steady. It doesn't have very much movement in there. And with the dynamic reverb, it really helps those tender moments feel much more in your face because they're not drowned in reverb. So let me A-B these again for you and keep listening to that.
just wait the tides to turn till I learn to leave the past behind. And I just wait the tides to turn till I learn to leave the past behind.
Yeah, so this is a really nice, subtle effect, but it can add a whole lot of dimension to your mixes and to your vocal mixing. Again, like I said, I use this in probably half or more of my mixes. So just a quick recap. Instead of using a send on the main vocal track that's got all of the compression and everything happening on it, I duplicated those vocal regions onto another audio track. I just duplicated the audio track, made sure that that track wasn't sending to the main mix, and then just sent that uncompressed track to the reverb. Of course, then I muted or removed the reverb send from the original track. And this allows you to send that nice uncompressed version to the reverb, and you've got all of the dynamics that the singer originally sung with in your reverb. I hope this is something you can use in your mixes, and thanks for watching.